Hey guys, so today we're going to be going over even more updates I want in Theme Park Tycoon 2. And most of these are from your suggestions, like stuff I didn't even think about. There's so much I want to be added to this game. Like, a lot of people have been suggesting amazing updates I totally left out and forgot in my video. So this is going to range from things that would be like, yeah, okay, I kind of want this, to things that would be so awesome if they were in this game. Anyway, though, before we get into that, make sure you go down below and smash that subscribe button, because 95% of you guys haven't. Statistically, you listening to this right now, you're not subscribed to my channel, and if you like Theme Park Tycoon 2 at all, you should definitely be subscribed. Anyway, though, let's get into today's video. Hey guys, so here we are back in my park. Look at it, it's named Subscribe. And today we're going to be using your imagination to just picture what Theme Park Tycoon 2 would be with the best updates. I don't even know what I just said, but just pretend it actually meant something. Anyway, before I get to this list, make sure you go like the video. Okay, so straight into it. First thing I want in Theme Park Tycoon 2 are curved paths. Yes, you can kind of make curved paths, but they're not actually functional. Like, look, here, this is a path. I can make it curved real quick. Boom, look, no way. Curved paths, but you guys can see it's not really functional. Also, this is like obviously not the best I could do, but it isn't functional. Like, look, they walk like this is how they walk. I want to be able to make big curves, sort of like Planet Coaster. I'll have my editor throw on screen what I'm talking about, because in that game you're able to curve paths and stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, the pathing system really sucks in that game. But it would be so awesome if we had a feature like that. I could only imagine how cool queues and paths would look. Like, it really would enable some awesome building. Now, here's something you guys actually suggested. Mascots. Oh my gosh, could you imagine how cool mascots would be? So, like, pretend that you could just select a staff worker, right? And then, like, put a character on him. Like, you could have, like, a pirate. You could maybe add your own custom avatar. Bro, it would be so cool. Imagine you had, like, a space-themed area and you had astronauts going around. Or who knows? The possibilities are endless. You could have scare actors. You could do anything with mascots. I think that would be so awesome. How is that not in the game? I think that kind of goes back to the last video I did where I asked for staff, because I mean, let's be real here, staff would be amazing. Please add staff, Dennis. Like, we really want staff. But like, just to add on top of that, mascots would be freaking awesome. Now, the next thing I want in Theme Park Tycoon 2 is, if you go ahead, here we go, we got our path right here, but look, these are the food stalls in the game. They're awful. I'm sorry, Dennis, these are over how many years? I think this was like since 2016 most of these came out. There hasn't been a single update to them. They're just like water park worlds. I mean, that game came out in like 2012. This is something we desperately need. We need some form of new, like, just stalls, shops. Like, it isn't that great. It's a very, like, I mean, like, look at him. It's just like a few blocks, you know? People end up theming their own because these are just so bad. And I just really wish Dennis would add maybe some cooler ones. Okay, guys, this really isn't an update, but I guess this is kind of an honorable mention. It's gonna be a little bit more than 10. I actually recommended this to Dennis on Twitter. I actually talked about this with Kosi and Diamond. The branding for the game sucks. I'm sorry, it really does. I'll have my editor throw on screen what I'm talking about. And I'm sorry, I love it because Dennis made it the creator of the game. But come on, man. There is some insane builds that don't even, like, showcase what the game is fully about. Listen, the branding should be totally updated and new. Like, I want to see, like, Stealth Dynamics build or something on the logo of the game. Like, that really shows what the game is capable of. I'm sorry, but these parks, they're good, but they don't really show what the game is about. It really shows, like, limited versions of what you're capable to do in this game. And I mean, to be fair, he hasn't updated the logo since the water coaster update, which I don't know, I might edit a throw on screen when that came out. So Dennis, just hear me out. Please do fix this. I even reached out to Twitter to ask him this, and he gave me an automated response. Okay, back to the normal list. Another thing I want in the game is triggerable objects. And what you might be wondering, what is a triggerable object? So pretend right here, this is like a pathway, right? Or just something, a triggerable object. Now, if we set it up to a sequencer, it would basically make it the collisions off, so we'd fall through it. The options would be endless with this. You can make fake walk through things. You can make it so someone can walk in a room, but they can't walk out. You could do so much with this. It'd be very awesome to see it in the game. And I think it would just add another thing on top of why Theme Park Tycoon 2 is the best coaster simulation game. It's because you play it in 3D, like, character, like I'm right here walking down. What other coaster building game can you do that in? All of the other ones are like isometric buildings. So it would kind of just add that multiplayer aspect. It would make it a little bit better. I think it would be pretty awesome. Now, the next thing I would love to see added to the game is what is in Planet Coaster. So let's make our way over to Planet Coaster real quick. Okay, guys, as you can see, here we are in Planet Coaster. The next thing I want in Theme Park Tycoon 2 is something that's actually in this game. You can make full-on hotels in this game. I'm just gonna place it down. Look at this. This is a hotel. So basically, how this works is you're able to place these little objects around, and basically each one of these accounts for a room. These are the luxury rooms. These are the standard rooms, and you know, you could add down here like different cool things you want into your hotel. So for instance, I think right here is where you select it. You can go ahead and make it so room service, restaurant, internet access, spa, lounge, gym. This would be an epic update added to the game. I think it would just add that little more sense of immersion, so you could build full-on hotels. It would be so awesome something like this would be added into Theme Park Tycoon 2. I would just absolutely die. Please add this, Dennis. I would love for you to. Okay, guys, we're back on Roblox now. The next thing I want... Oh, wait. We gotta go back to Planet Coaster one more time. Ah, man. Okay, we're back on Planet Coaster. So here's what I want in the next thing. So something pretty cool that Planet Coaster has is fully working stations. And I know this would have to be a complete remodel of the station design, but this would be an awesome update. Because look, you have all of these different areas and boxes. You can test it. The guests will walk up here, enter onto the station platform. It's so cool. Oh my god, they're all gonna die. Rest in peace, guys. Fly high. But you get it. It would be so cool if something like this was in the game. Like, I wanted to see my guests walk into the queue, walk up to the air gates, and then get on the coaster. The way they just walk on, like, RCT3 and RCT2, it doesn't satisfy me anymore. Oh my god, they are just infinitely dying. But yeah, that would be a pretty cool update. Okay, we are back on Roblox now. Okay, so the next thing I want in Theme Park Tycoon 2 is a better updated achievement system. I really feel like the achievement system doesn't really satisfy exploring. Some of them, you just have to look up tutorials. Like, how are you gonna figure out how to make this? I'm pretty sure something like this is one of the achievements. Yeah, this is one of the achievements. Who's gonna make that? I feel like an updated achievement system, sort of like what Water Park World has, would be really, really cool, and I'd love to see added to the game. Now, the next thing I want to see added to the game is updated monorails. Monorails are really awesome. They're at theme parks all around the world, but an updated monorail would be really cool. The monorails in this game, they really aren't that great anymore, and he just updated the train. So I'd assume the next thing that's coming is the monorail, but I just want to say I really want this added to the game. This is what a lot of people wanted as well. Look at this. Like, don't really look like a monorail. I think the closest thing it looks like is the RCT3 monorails, but like, it just... We want like an updated one like what Disney has, or just other monorails around the world. It'd be really cool. Now, the next thing I don't think will ever be added because Dennis needs to make money somehow. And that's no offense, I totally support it. But this is just something I want. I really wish there was a sandbox mode. I'm sorry, like, okay, I get it. He has to make money somehow, and I understand that. But like, it is so annoying. Every time I want to make a park, I have to spend an hour making a money farm, and then I basically have a sandbox park. Like, I'm sorry, either patch the money farm, which I don't think you should do. You would ruin the community. Or you could make a sandbox mode so we don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Please, Dennis. Or I mean, what you could do is once you unlock all the achievements in the game, you can get a sandbox mode that you can buy. I don't know. It would be kind of nice. It would just be a nice way to help the builders out. But I understand it because Dennis got to make that dough somehow, and he deserves it. Now, guys, the final thing I want to be added to Theme Park Tycoon 2 is a single rail / T-Rex coaster. And basically, we have a single rail coaster, but it is not great. It needs an update. Look at this thing. It isn't that great. We want this or a T-Rex coaster, which my editor will throw up on screen. Basically, a T-Rex is this, but 2 instead of just 1 row seating. So, I mean, hey, either one I would be happy with, but dude, it would be so awesome if I could, like, ride a T-Rex in Roblox. Like, oh my god. So, Dennis, please add T-Rexes. I think it would be pretty cool. Anyway, though, I think that basically wraps up everything I want in Theme Park Tycoon 2. Because we've basically gotten through 10 of them. I really want them. So yeah, that basically wraps everything up. Make sure to comment down below what you would like to be added. Maybe I'll make another part if I see a lot of suggestions. Anyway, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.